Check out this absolutely loaded tool cart. Bolts with Tone here, guys. Today I'm going to finally give you a walkthrough of my brand new Sunex tools cart. Now I'm a gas and diesel mechanic, so this is going to have everything that you need to work on everything, minus electrical and diag. I've also added some goodies, got that little side tray on there. I'll show you that and show you why you need this cart and all the tools inside. Before I do, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell. You get notified of all my future content, which you definitely don't want to miss. Let's jump right into it. This is the brand new Sunex Tools tool cart. They have orange and they have green. So some features they have is they have these nice plastic bumpers on the corners so you don't damage your cart. And they also have these locking drawers like a Snap-on Epic. Lift up and it looks like this. So that way all your drawers stay closed when you roll your cart around. It also features a different style lock, which is good because my old one, it was just a single key and it broke off shortly after I got it. It was brand new. So this is a barrel lock like all the regular toolboxes. So we'll go ahead and talk about this. This is something that I made back when I had a Harbor Freight just flat cart that I modified, made a drawer, did all this crazy stuff. Anyways, I built this nice little side tray here and it just bolts through. We got a bolt on each side. So this one here, I need to cut that bolt because this screwdriver doesn't drop all the way down because of that bolt. But on this side cart here, we've got all my radiator hook picks right here, Snap-on. Had those for years. We've got all my ratchets. These are my two favorite ratchets right here, these Snap-on, these hard handle flex head ratchets. These things are a beast. You can break loose so many things with these two ratchets, even though they're small. Got the Capri tools, very nice comfort grip ratchets. Got the 3/8, the quarter here, and the half here. Now, these are fixed ratchets. Then we got all my extensions. Now these are my Sunex Tools 1/2-inch impact extensions that I got in an impact set. These are my extensions I've had for years. These are Matco. And then these are little nice knurling here. I've had these for years. These are Matco as well. Then on the front here, we have the Capri tools. Just long, straight, extra long wrenches. Got those there. Just welded these little hooks here, so they're right here, very accessible. I can grab my cart, pull it over, and grab them. And then, of course, we have these guys here, and these are, well, these are Easy Red, but they started off as Mountain. There's multiple brands. When I bought them, they were Easy Reds, and then I've had a couple warrantied out, and of course, they turned into Mountain. And now I believe Easy Red makes them again. And then we just have some Matco little picks, little fixed picks. And then this 1/2-inch Snap-on ratchet right here, this guy is a super beast. It kind of goes along with those two ratchets there with the green and yellow, with the green and blue handles. Just super strong. So that's my side tray. I keep that, keep my ratchets that I use. I normally have a 1/2-inch ratchet here. It's on a cart for a brake job that I'm doing. Along the back. So we don't have pockets on our uniforms at this shop. We just have t-shirts. And so my pocket screwdrivers, I have one on each side so I can grab it easily. Because, you know, you always need a pocket screwdriver. Keep my extendable magnets here. These are Snap-on. I used to buy Craftsman back in the day, but the Snap-on is good. This one's a Titan, actually. But the Snap-on's good because I could just warranty it out if there's an issue. And then, of course, my Streamlight Twin Task headlamp. Now this is a Snap-on magnetic tray. It came on a tray with handles on each side. I took the magnet off and I just put it here. And this is where I put sockets of jobs that I'm doing. So here's a socket for the lug nuts for this Camaro I'm doing brakes on. Of course, you got the earplug, safety gear. This is a I put this on when I'm underneath a car on my creeper, and I don't want to wear my hat because the bill gets in the way. These are just 7, 8, and 10 regular universals. Those are Capri tools. And then, of course, I have the Vim tools. I have a whole set of these, the universal e-torques, but these are the two most common that I use. And then these are Sunex tools magnetic wobble sockets. These are magnetic. And I just have a few that I use regularly. These are the Snap-on FDX sockets, or I forget what they're called. Anyways, you use these when you're, if a bolt starts to round, you can use those and it'll save it. And then these are Vim tools universal torques. Now my ultimate goal is to get 2 more rails similar to this, where like that, where it's a really strong magnet, because I want to put my whole Sunex tools magnetic universal socket set on here. And I also have a whole set of Capri tools universal quarter drive that I want to put on here. And I want to put both of those rails right there. And then I got the Gator magnet here, Gator magnet there, and this holds my M12 stubby. I just put that there like that. And now let's get into the good stuff. So first of all, you notice all these little orange pegs everywhere. This is the toolbox widget, socket organizers. And you can see here for these big sockets, I've got 3 spacers here, 3 here. And what that does is that just allows me to move the organizers over to fit the bigger sockets. So these are my big sockets. And when one is missing, you can see it has a nice bright orange square. So you can see I have a bunch of sockets missing. That's because I'm doing a brake job, and those sockets are on my Sunex Tools mechanic cart. Another thing that I want to do, there's 2 more additions I want to get to my cart here. I want to get a little magnetic tray here to put my phone, because when I lay my phone here, I'm always worried that sockets are going to fall off and hit my phone. And then these 3 pliers, these are my Snap-on long needle nose, and these are the 2 shorter, not needle nose, Snap-on. Use those all the time, that's why they're up here. So I want to figure something out with those. Those just lay across the top. So coming across the back, we got the Sunex Tools deep 1/2-inch sockets. We got the Sunex Tools 1/2-inch universal impact sockets. These are Matco. They're actually made by, I don't know, ADV. I'm not sure who makes them, but I bought a whole set from Matco. I wanted some impact sockets, and that goes from here all the way to there. I've had these sockets since I started. These are my Matco standard sockets. Then we got the Capri Tools super shallow 1/2-inch sockets. These are Matco, these are my Sunex Tools 3H drive deep impact sockets. Sunex Tools 3/8 shallow impact wobbles. Sunex Tools 3H drive mid-length sockets. Sunex Tools short impact sockets. Capri Tools 3H drive super shallow sockets. And then we have all my carbine tools. These are metric hex here. These are standard hex, metric hex there. We got the e-torques right here. We've got the regular torques. We've got standard hex. Those are all carbine tools, lifetime warranty, family run company based in the US. We've got the Sunex Tools deep impact wobble sockets. Those are amazing. Got a whole set of those, 10 to 19. I wish it went higher. Then we move over here to the quarter drive. And the quarter drive, I have the Snap-on mid-length quarter drive sockets. Those were sent to me by Bill Beckett. Thank you, Bill Beckett, a long time ago. Sunex Tools quarter drive impact wobbles. And then here's a set that I bought from Snap-on, 1/4 inch deep and shallow sockets, impact sockets. And then we have the Craftsman standard deep and shallow sockets that I've had since I started. Bought those at Sears. and my whole set of Sunex tools magnetic sockets. And then along the front here, I have all kinds of adapters, 3/8 to half, half to 3/8, quarter to 3/8, all different wobble sockets, short extensions, and we got some spark plug sockets here. Along this side here, I just have a couple nut drivers, 7 and 8, and a couple screwdrivers, 1/4 and 5/16, a couple more screwdrivers. I got this long grabber here, right there. It's got a light on the end. It's magnetic, so I just put it down in this hole right there. It stays there. Got the giant 1/2-inch breaker bar, and then just some different Loctite, dielectric grease. So glad I use that all the time. And then over here we got regular screwdrivers, a long flathead, mid-length 1/2-inch flathead, a short flathead, and then these are my snap-on flathead and quarter drive set that I have there. And those are pretty nice. They just come down the side there like that, and then the long ones can go in the hole there. Down here, got a little tray with some anti-seize for when I clean the turbos on the 6-liter, some air tool oil, which I don't use, and PB Blast. Gotta have the bungees handy. Wish I could say these were from a cool company, but they are just from Harbor Freight. Bought a container of those. We got the little tray here. Now these are from Eastwood. This tray, and the one on the other side. This one here, my brake lube goes there, and then I got the copper anti-seize. And then a bag of rags. Now if you roll around to the back, this is where I keep all of my trays. Got the Griptico little ones here. I got these from Craftsman, these expandable ones. And then of course I got the grip mat. And then I have my big ones to put along the back here. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. Now you're going to hear me talk about Toolbox Widget because that's how my whole cart is organized. You can go to toolboxwidget.com and use code Nuts and Bolts with Tone and get 10% off all of your orders. Next drawer we have. Now these are just all of my gear wrench, ratcheting wrenches. Ultimately, I'd like to swap these out with flex head ratcheting wrenches, but right now this is all I have. And of course, these are the Toolbox Widget wrench organizers there. You can see you can offset them to fit your wrenches. And they have this really nice visible thing here. The standard is red. Got the Olsa Tools adjustable wrenches here. Use these for alignments. Obviously, you got to have the razor blades for cleaning those surfaces. And we got the cordless tools here. Snap-on ratchets, which I have some ratchet knobs coming for here. I'll be showing those pretty soon. And then, of course, these, if you see me work on diesels, you know I use these all the time. These are the CAC tube sockets right here. So four set. These are amazing. If you work on diesels, this is definitely worth it. And I got the Milwaukee, 2 Milwaukee guns there. Roll on to the next cart. Next drawer. Now this is one of my plier drawers. I have another one. This is like a specialty drawer here. So I got the snap-on. These are the adjustable. This is the adjustable wrenches there. You can use those for doing inner tie rods, battery terminal wrench, some vice grips. I bought this. I honest to God, I've never used it. I actually need to take it out of there. You should have one of these, an automatic punch to get that hole started. Now these are amazing. They don't make these anymore. These are Blue Point. These are awesome. These are swiveling heater hose pliers. Back in the day, they used to have this size, and then they had a 3/4 size. I did a short on these, and people loved them. I tried to find them. The only way you can find them is on eBay. And then I bought these. Never used them. These are for springs and things like that. It's a 2 set. And then more picks. Can't have enough picks. Come over here. These are vamp pliers. If you've never used these are crazy, amazing. This has got this little, the threads in the end, the way that they go, you can actually use this to grab onto rounded head fasteners that are stripped, screws, things like that. Just come across, these are the snap-on flush cut electrical pliers. My little These are for Schrader valves. When you have Schrader valves that are way down inside and you can't get them out, you need a little thin pair of needle nose to get them out. And then I got super long snap-on pick there. Got some more picks. Got the tight reach wrenches. These are great for if you got to get into a place here. You can tighten this knob right there, and then you can hold onto the bolt and put it in places that you can't reach with your fingers. Of course, you got to have the knife for opening all your boxes. I bought these from Harbor Freight. Never used them, but I have a whole bunch of different pliers like that because sometimes you have to break out every one of these to get to something. These are the small version of those big long ones right there, and now they have an even shorter version, which I haven't got yet. Little tiny channel locks. These are for grabbing like mass airflow sensor screws that have the Loctite in the end of the screw, so you can't take them out. And then this is for my regular oil filters. I've had this for years. I use this all the time for my gas oil filters. And the Sunex tools, Lyle tools, hood prop tool. Now I wish this was the new one. The new one's magnetic. That's the old one, not magnetic. And then here, I just got the 4-inch Cobra pliers. I got my little razor blade scraper, tire gauge, and my Schrader valve tool. Now here's my extension drawer. This is, I got all my extensions laid out. Now before I used the toolbox widget, all my extensions were just in a pile all floating around. I got the extra long 3/8 drive, quarter Capri Tools ratchets. And the 3/8 drive, the 1/2-inch drive is on my cart over there. This is my trim top popping tool from Snap-on. I use this all the time. And just some air guns. Now these air guns, I want to get a hanger for the side of my cart over here where I can hang these air guns so they don't lay across everything. But in here, just have the Lyle Tools electrical disconnect pliers. I have the 90 degrees coming soon. These are my trim popping tool pliers. I use these all the time. These and that is what I use for all clips. But I got my magnets, my mirrors. This one I use almost all the time, and then the next one is this long one with a smaller mirror. And then of course got the tight reach here, and then I have a bigger tight reach in my drawer. Got the Sunex tools blowgun. Now this is for moving some serious air. Got the Snap-on belt tool back there with all my sockets, spark plug gauge, and then this is the Snap-on. If you don't have this, I used to say you should buy this. Don't buy this. There's a Vim Tools set that's way better than this. This came with this ratchet, and then this is for the bits, and then this is all sockets. I honest to God have never used any one of those sockets. I only use this with that, and then this additional set that I bought here that has little tiny bits. Well, Vim Tools has a whole set of these, and you don't have to buy this. So don't buy that. I wouldn't buy it again if I didn't already own it. I would have bought the Vim Tools set. Put all that there. Now this is just a bunch of varying tools. If you don't have these, man, you should have these. This is for checking brake linings without taking the wheels off. And then of course I have the ones that I had when I first started, which is just the regular metal ones with the wheels off. Got the Titan Tools tamper-proof torque set. This is the one I use for 6-liter oil rails. And then just a whole bunch of different ratchets, bit ratchets. Just a bunch of random stuff in here. This is from Carbine Tools. This is where you're not going to lose your 10 milli right here. There's a 10 millimeter socket built in and a bit ratchet. But I have this kind of weird extension I bought when I was at another shop. Bought it from the Snap-on truck, but it's not Snap-on. I've never, ever used this. I should try it just to see. I've only bought it because it seemed kind of interesting. So, and then of course I got more 1/4-inch ratchets, Matco, as a backup. And then a little tiny mirror, which I thought I lost. Somebody borrowed that and they didn't put it back in the right spot. So I just took a box here, cut it down, put duct tape around it just to fit all this stuff so it stays in my box. Now this is something kind of cool right here. This is something that you want to use in times when you're trying to make a gasket. This is aviation form a gasket. So don't use that very often, but when you need it, you need it. Next drawer, hammers. So I got my Lyle tools, hood supports, got 2 of them. One of them was donated to me by a tech that left it, and it was nice because I had done a lot of work for the guy and he never returned the favor. So it was nice that he gave me that. This is the Mac Tools. I used to have a smaller version of this. Then I took that one home because I bought this. So this has got all kinds of screwdrivers, Torx, long ones, short ones, medium. It's got some of these over here. I never use these. I only really use it for all of the Torx and the screwdrivers, mostly for interior work. This is for popping wheel covers off. Got the Cobalt Dead Blow here, snap-on brass hammer, and then the big boy sledgehammer. Little tiny sledgehammer here from Harbor Freight. You definitely want to have one of those because there's times that you just can't get into somewhere with the big one, and that one actually does the job. And you even turn it sideways. And then this little tiny hammer here, it's plastic on one side and rubber on the other. I actually use this for hammering gaskets down inside water pumps and things like that. The next drawer is my second plier drawer. Now I just finished this on Friday because I was waiting on my toolbox widget plier organizers. I ran out. So anyway, so this is all the toolbox widget plier organizers. You can see right there. Got the missing tool indicator to let you know you're missing a tool. Come across here, you got, these are my big channel locks for if I'm feeling lazy and I got a single piston caliper. I just grab that and depress the caliper piston so I don't have to get the other tool out of my toolbox. Couple small pairs of channel locks. These are the locking Knipex pliers. These are good if you're trying to keep it a certain size and not break something. And these are snap-on 410s. These are called 410s. Back in the day, we had some EGR tubes and things like that we couldn't get off. And if it wasn't for this, we would have never got it off. So just the way that this leverages, you're going to be able to get this off in places where regular pliers just don't work. You definitely got to have an extra long pair of cutters. Not sure if these are Matco or Snap-on or who makes those, not sure. And then these are Mac Tools. The first thing I ever bought from Mac Tools was a whole set of pliers. And that's them. Snap-on cutters. These are actually my go-to cutters that I use all the time. These are made by Knipex that I bought off the Matco truck. Matco. It says Knipex. There it is. These are pretty interesting. They're kind of weird, but let me tell you, these right here actually get to some places that regular pliers don't get to. And of course, I got some more, just some regular needle nose. These are also Matco, Knipex, angled needle nose. A short little set of angled needle nose. And an angled set of flat jaw Matco Knipex pliers. And then these, I almost never use these. These are in a set that I bought at, pretty sure I bought them at Costco or Lowe's or something a long time ago. Used to have a whole set of them with the blue handle. And then these are for pinching off hoses, and these are ratcheting, so they lock down and you can ratchet them. And then these are the manual ones. These are great, but man, if you pinch down on a hose, it is hard to get those to let go. These are my Snap-on electrical pliers. These are for crimping, butt connectors and things like that. Got a couple sets of vice grips. You can tell I used to use these when I did a lot of welding. This whole end was black. Used to do a lot of welding back in the day. Here's another set of pliers that I bought a long time ago. These are black with a yellow stripe. Probably bought them at Costco. Just a 90-degree shorter set of pliers. And then these are interesting because these are ones where sometimes you have a hose or a hose clamp that you can't get to. And so I've got all of these with a raised handle like this Bought them from Mac, bought a whole set. So these are like a 30 degree. These are a flat bill. These are a straight needle nose. Then you get into the long ones. So I have, these are from, pretty sure these are from Lowe's. These are like Cobalt, I think. But they've got the double joint, so you can open them up in a shorter space. And now these are amazing. These are the Sunex Tools extra long pliers. You can see here we have almost 90. We have a 30. It's kind of like a 30, but it's offset a little bit that way. Kind of hard to tell. Oh, that's actually Snap-on. This is the Sunex Tools version. Much better, much nicer. And then these are almost straight. These are like offset just enough to give you space, get into a place when you normally couldn't get in there. Just got some more vice grips here in the front with the toolbox widget, holding these in place so they don't move around. And of course, if you didn't notice, one thing is all my drawers are lined with toolbox widget drawer liner. And if you use this, all your toolbox widget stuff will stick down and it will not let go. And your tools will stay where they need to stay. And then here, I didn't really have anything to do with this stuff here. Just a couple of electrical pliers, just some short ones when you can't get into somewhere. Klein Tools. Automatic strippers here. I've had a few other pairs of automatic strippers. These are my favorite. These are the best. I've used those forever. And then, of course, you got the oil filter pliers, the shorter ones. And then you have the super long ones. Matco. Not sure who makes those. And then this is the tool that I get so much controversy on this tool because people don't understand suspension. So this is a tool that you put on a control arm like this. And then you put your pry bar through here. And it gives you a place to get leverage to be able to pull the control arm down. So I have so many people that message me and say, this is not going to break a ball joint free. This is not for breaking ball joints loose. You break the ball joint loose, and then this gives you an easy place to get leverage to pull the control arm down to get the strut out or whatever it is that you need to do, the axle, whatever. These are adjustable channel locks, little small ones that I wanted to give away. And then, of course, this is for, if you work on diesels, you definitely want one of these. This has longer jaws. They're knurled. And this thing opens up much larger. Bought this off the Matco truck, and it is made by I don't know who. But, yeah. Definitely want one of those if you work on diesels. The last drawer. Now, this is my air tool cordless tool drawer. So back here, I just got a mashed potato container because, you know, I like my Tupperware containers. In here, I just got some thread. These are for like for sprinters. You put these on and it helps you guide the wheel on. Got a bunch of just flip sockets here. This is my Big Daddy. I've got my, this is the 19.5 and 18.5. This is by CTA Tools. If I hadn't have bought this yet, I would have just bought a whole set of these. They make a set of them now. Lots of sets, lots of different ones. And then this is a thin wall impact flip socket. Got my trusty Matco gun back here. Not sure why I keep it in my box. This is my 3/8 gun. One of my first air tools I bought that in a 1/2 inch. This is my Big Daddy 1/2 inch Snap-on that I use most of the time. My big Milwaukee. This is not the newest one. This is the one before. And then this is a 1/4 inch one here. I won this in a giveaway. Had it for years. Never used it until I realized this is so powerful. This quarter drive is a beast. And then I got to rearrange this, but I don't have room in my toolboxes. This is the Capri Tools hand impact 3/8 drive. And if you don't have one of these, you should get one. This is a little tiny 1/4 inch air ratchet. You use this for timing belts in places where you just can't get your 1/4 inch cordless in. You use this guy, you can get in there. Hondas, things like that, that will get in there and get all those bolts out. and it's powerful. And this is made by Matco. It's not made by Matco, but it is a Matco quarter ratchet. It's probably made by Ingersoll Rand. You could probably look at the part number, and it's probably Ingersoll Rand. But anyways, this is my Snap-on or Blue Point gasket cleaner. Use this for cleaning gaskets. Bunch of air tool stuff in there, pickle forks, things like that. I got another air hammer adapter back there, just a tapered tip, long one, for getting those places, getting those axles out that you can't reach. This was left in a car. Well, I got the Matco air hammer, and actually I got a Capri Tools quick change end coming. So it's going to change that so you don't have to pull this back to get your fittings in. Another air hammer adapter. This is a big punch. And then this guy here, this thing is heavy. This is just a big fat metal rod. I use this for when I can't get a hammer in somewhere, I put this and then hit it with the hammer. That was actually left in a Chrysler minivan a long time ago in a car I was working on. Got the Capri Tools Flex Head 1/2-inch impact. If you don't have one of these, oh my God. This is a must-have when you're doing brakes and suspension. The end of this folds like that. You use this coupled with a Sunex Tools impact wobble socket, you can get anywhere. This was my first nice, it's Pittsburgh, but back in the day I didn't have a good, big crescent wrench. And my good buddy Henry that I used to work for, one of the fastest mechanics I've ever worked with, gave me this long time ago. Never forget that. And then I got the Capri Tools extra long comfort grip 1/2-inch ratchet here. Because of the comfort grip, it doesn't fit down the hole there, which is where I really want to put it. So in the process of figuring that out. And then of course you got to have your Permatex thread sealant. And then this is another tool that I should take out of here. I don't use this. I bought this in a set with this big 1/2-inch here. This is this 3/8 version. I don't ever use it, but, and then got the mechanics gloves here that I almost never use unless I'm doing some sort of crazy suspension and I'm doing a lot of hammering. Now that is my tool cart tour. I hope you liked it. Man, these tool carts are amazing. I love them. I had a gray one that I had for years. 5 years, I think. I used it forever. Got this one. It's got the protective corners, and of course the handles are more like the Snap-on Epic, which the old one does not have. So, oh, it also has this. So since there's one barrel lock here, what you do is you flip this lever, and it locks all the drawers. And then if you wanted to, you can fold the lid down, lock this, and the entire cart's locked up. Unless, of course, you have that side tray. So let me know in the comments down below what your favorite tool is, or if you saw one of these tools and it's going to be on your wish list. Thanks for watching the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell. You get notified of all my future content, which you definitely don't want to miss. See you guys next time.